songwriting bones. Bones. Do I want to use the word bones? They got good bones. The songs have good bones. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Monica and Mono, and in this video I will be reviewing the latest Male Tears album, Trauma Club. This is their second album following their self-titled, which was probably one of my favorite albums of 2021. It was just nothing but anthemic synth lines to back up super catchy hooks as James Edward explores the world of 80s synth pop in ways that recall the Human League and orchestral maneuvers in the dark. This is accomplished with retro synths and songwriting that borders on campy but with a little modern relatability. This is due to allegorical lyrics that range from paying for porn with your credit card to just general detachment from life on tracks like Adult Film and I Should Feel How I Feel. The album is vivid, colorful, and extremely playful with slightly edgier cuts like Future X and She Lives in the Pipes that also prevent the album from sounding one-dimensional. Which leads me to Model Citizen, which was the first out of the two singles that I heard, and I thought, what in the overused meme is going on here? The song was obviously much darker than anything from their first album, and an obvious shift from synth pop to dark wave. The synths were darker, and the vocals fit the dark wave mold, maybe with even a little goth rock element to it, but also takes on this melodramatic persona. This had me really excited for this album since I was not expecting two albums in 1 year. I was also expecting good danceable dark wave, and this album delivers for the most part. If you had to pick one album to play in an 80s dungeon rave, this is the album that you pick. However, I feel that the execution on this sound does come with some misses in the songwriting, which the length of this album just couldn't rectify. For example, the title track Trauma Club is a slow opener, which I'm not too sure can stand on its own as a track without the context of this album, and I would say the same, even more so for the closing track 2 a.m., which I think is unfortunate for the track Trauma Club because I do enjoy the organ-like synths and the ominous vocals that are being showered by these shiny arpeggiated synths. It definitely does the job of engrossing you in this spooky atmosphere, getting you prepared for the album. 2 a.m. is a slow closer with soft synth lines raining over a cacophonous metallic beat drowned in reverb. But other than a few added uplifting synths, there is nothing else to the track. Again, I enjoyed this combination of elements, but it does sound derivative of something that has been expanded on before. However, on the contrary, No Reflection has a really good dance beat. The drums and thick synth in the intro are super punchy. However, there is more of an atmospheric flair in this track compared to the other upbeat tracks due to the spooky, ominous synths and multiple monotonous synth lines layered over each other. Another long dance track that is slightly more upbeat is Cry Forever. We also get repetitious synth lines that are layered as the song progresses. We also get bright synth accents and catchy melody motifs. However, it does feel a bit aimless, especially in the vocals. They do feel a bit out of place in their melody and pacing. I guess I can say that they get the job done. Belladonna is a slightly faster track where the vocals are more upfront and the melody matches the pace of the track pretty well. There is a direct and fast synth line that kind of contrasts well with the vocal delivery, which is theatrical and forlorn. Again, the melody in the chorus does accentuate the fast pace of the track, but it does leave a little bit to be desired. However, the little synth motif at the end of the chorus does help tie the chorus together a little bit. So there is a bit of a saving grace there. As I mentioned earlier, there is definitely a character I feel is being played when it comes to the vocals, and I love the commitment to this. And I think a great example of this is the vocal performance on the track Model Citizen. The lyrics describe a superficial individual who I guess doesn't care for self-awareness in the most hedonistic way. Just some nice tongue-in-cheek regarding the title of the track, which aligns with the theatrics of the vocals. There is evil laughing and ominous vocal noises drowned in reverb that are kind of sprinkled throughout this track, and all of this adds to the dramatics of the chorus, which is enhanced by the almost startling chord progression and synth choice. However, I think the most impactful chorus on this album is on Hit Me, which is the most cohesive track on the album. The track has consistent pacing and its arrangement is reminiscent of their previous album. The impact of the chorus is well supported by an anthemic synth hook. I guess you could say the chorus really hits you. Boo. 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 You suck. And the chorus finishes off with this satisfying, forlorn vocal melody that is paralleled by this smooth, cohesive synth line. For the most part, I feel this was a successful dipping of the toes into dark wave of the dance variety. However, I feel that this album might have been better off as an EP. As I mentioned, Trauma Club and 2AM don't stand well on their own, and with the exception of Model Citizen, No Reflection, and Hit Me, there are still some missed opportunities in the songwriting. However, I definitely recognize that everything Male Tears has put out up to this date does have some of the best songwriting bones of anyone currently in the modern dark wave and synth pop realm, and I still look forward to anything they put out in the future, regardless of my critiques of this album. But I am going to give this album a 6 out of 10. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give the video a like. Also, if you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments what your thoughts were on this album, or what your thoughts were on my thoughts, your thoughts on my thoughts. If you would like to see more content like this, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, where I will continue to be posting music and album reviews, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Have you ever had the have you ever wanted a